AI is here and it's changing the world one prompt at a time. So, whether you love it, hate it, tolerate it, it's time to get on board because it ain't going anywhere. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you some really cool AI tricks in Canva. So, we're going to start out here on the home page of Canva and we're going to click on Canva AI here at the top. And then down below, we're going to click on Code for Me. And then in the box, just type in whatever you want it to code. The more specific, the better. I have a prompt that this is the first time I've tried it. We're just going to see how it does live right here. So build a strategic content calendar that color codes by platform: YouTube, Pinterest, Facebook, blog. And let's add X. Okay, we're going to go enter, and it'll take a few minutes to build the code. And when it's done, we'll see what we get. Okay, so here is our calendar, and it looks like we're going to add content. Okay, so content title, I'm going to say blog, post, select platform, blog. Date, we'll just go with today. And say how to use AI in Canva. Okay, so there is our blog post content in our calendar, and it is color coded with blog. Now, I might, if I were going to tweak this a little bit, which you certainly can. This is not the end product. Let's ask it to change the color of blog to yellow because it's awfully close to Facebook, and that might get confusing. And let's see what happens. And there you go. It's already changed. That took just a few seconds. So let's try this again. Content title, how to use AI in Canva, platform, blog, and today's date, add content. And there it is in yellow. And then, because it doesn't look like we can edit this, so let's see if we can ask it to make it editable. I don't know why I say please. So my prompt was, please make the content editable once it's scheduled in the calendar, and let's see what happens. Okay, so it's finished with our third version. Let's try this again. Add content, how to use AI in Canva, select platform, blog, add content, and let's see if we can edit it. There we go. So you can pull it up and make your changes, and then on to the next one. So this is a really nice tool, and you can keep going. You can change the background color. In fact, let's try that. Change the background color to light gray. You could change it to your brand colors. You can leave it sort of plain if you want to sell it as PLR on Etsy or Gumroad. And there we go. There's our gray background. Now let's ask it to make weekends dark gray. So it didn't work. So I'm asking it, the weekend days are still white, make Saturday and Sunday dark gray. So let's see if that works. Yep, there we go. That looks better. So now we've just got a weekly Monday through Friday. Of course, if you're scheduling content on the weekends like most of us are, you'll probably want to leave those white, but you get the idea. So once again, you can keep making changes to this. You can use it as your own content calendar, package it up and sell it, whatever you want to do. And the sky is the limit here. So just play around with it, have some fun with it. The next AI feature I want to show you in Canva is the animation tool. And there are lots of fun little features. So let's take a look. Okay, so open up a blank canvas, and then we're going to bring in whatever element or photo that you want. So I've got a video that I took of myself that I'm going to bring in. And then I'm going to remove the background because I don't want my office in the background. So do a quick BG remover. And now because it's autumn here, let's add some leaves. Now you can either find a fun leaf falling video background, which is very easy to do. I'm sure there's tons of them. But for this purpose of this video, I'm going to show you how to use the animation feature with some leaves in the background. So let's just add a few leaves. We'll resize them, maybe reorient them a little bit. Okay, so we want to create the appearance of these falling around us. So okay, got them resized. All right, so we're going to click on each one individually, and we'll click on animate. And now there's lots of different animation tools you can use. And if you just hover your mouse over each one, you'll get a preview of what it does. You can do a sketch where it comes in like that, gradient. So just play around with these. There's tons and tons of them. What I want to show you is create an animation. So for this one, as you can see, the bee is sort of flying around the sky. So we're going to click on one of our leaves, and we're going to drag it around the screen and see what it does. It follows the pattern that we created. We'll do that for each one of these. And it will even follow the speed of your cursor and how jagged and how sharp your mouse moves are. So for instance, if I go like this, see how I'm kind of doing it a little bit jagged and jerky. So we don't want that because that's not really how a leaf falls. So we'll delete path and we'll try it again. So we can do the same thing for all the leaves, but what I want to do, I'm going to click done. And then what I want to show you now is the magic background. So Canva will create a background that makes sense for the elements that you've placed on your canvas. So let's try it. Okay, so this one's kind of boring. Let's try this one, and we'll click on play so we can see what it looks like. All right, let's try this next one. Kind of like that one. I would go with one of these two, but you get the idea. You can use that background that Canva made for you. You can try it again, generate again. You can even tell it what kind of background that you want as well. In fact, let's do that. Let's go back. So background idea, we want an autumn background with trees and mountains and a soft breeze blowing. Let's see what we get. I think that's a little bit closer to what we're looking for. So that is how you create animations and a magic background. If that is too much and you don't want to sift through all of the animation features, then you can just go back to animate and animate entire design. I don't know if it'll work for the design that we have here, but let's take a look. As you can see, as we've gone through some of these styles in the Magic Animate, then we lost our animation that we created. So you'd have to go back and recreate those if that's what you want to stick with. So let's go back to remove all animations and then create an animation, and then you'd have to just restart with your patterns. But it really is a lot of fun if you just kind of play around with it. There's just so many things you can do with this. It's fun, and you can create some really cool effects that will really make your content stand out. So I hope this was helpful. Get into Canva, play around with some of these features. I can't wait to see what you create. I'll see you in the next video.